When Efrat got engaged to her chassan, she was so happy. He was such a great guy. But with all the happiness, in the back of Efrat's mind was a lot of concern, as was in the mind of her chassan. Because you see, they both came from beautiful families, but they were both poverty-stricken families. There was no idea how they would even be able to make the chasana, everything that they needed to be able to have a beautiful bayis neman. And as it got closer to the chasana and nothing was being purchased, Efrat began to worry more and more. And one day she remembered that she had a great aunt who lived in Tveria, who told her one time, Efrat, if you ever need anything, feel comfortable coming to me. Maybe I can help you. And Efrat decides that's her hishtadlus. She gets onto a tender that goes from Yerushalayim to Tveria. She sits down next to a woman, and the tender begins to travel. About a half an hour into the journey, she realizes that the three guys, who were rather raucous and rowdy, were all talking Lashon Hara. And Efrat was so careful with Shmiras HaLashon. It bothered her tremendously, and she put her fingers in her ears. One of the boys noticed this, and instead of stopping to speak Lashon Hara, he began to poke fun at her. And the boys increased the volume and the intensity of their Lashon Hara, and Efrat couldn't take it. At that point, she says to the driver, I need to get out of this tender. Please let me off at the next safe spot. And the driver says to her, I'm sorry, you can't get off now. We're near an Arab village. It's not safe. She goes, I need to get out anyways. He says, okay, there is a red light coming up ahead. I'm gonna let you out there, but I'm telling you, I wouldn't wait there at the side of the road. She goes, I can't stay in this tender. That's more dangerous to me. At the next light, she gets out of the tender and she stands there all alone. The tender drives off. Luckily, within 60 seconds, another tender pulls up, sees a Jewish girl standing at the side of the road, says, hop in. You can't just stand here. Where are you going? She goes, Tveria. They said, great, we're going to Tveria. Come with us. As Siyata D'Shmaya would have it, the two tenders pull up to Tveria at exactly the same time. As Efrat gets out of one, the woman sitting next to her sees Efrat. She goes, Baruch Hashem, I was so concerned about you. You are a hero. You couldn't take Lashon Hara and you were willing to risk your safety? I can't believe it. And the two of them walk, and eventually in the conversation, she asks Efrat, why are you here? Efrat shares her predicament. The woman says, you're never going to believe why I'm here in Tveria. She says, a few years ago, our family had a tremendous miracle happen to us. And every year we get together on the anniversary of that miracle. And we committed after the first anniversary that each year, in the schus of the chesed Hashem did for us, we're going to sponsor a young woman everything she needs to get married, from the wedding, to the clothing, to the pots and pans, to the apartment, and we will even pay the first 3 months of rent from our family's coffers. I can't think of anyone more appropriate to gift it to than to you. I'm going to talk to the family, we'll be b'kesher, and with Hashem's help, you will go to the wedding fully equipped and fully outfitted. You know, it says that if a person wants life, they shouldn't speak Lashon Hara. Life doesn't just mean the ability to breathe, for your heart to pump. It also means shalvas hanefesh, tranquility. And when a person commits to not speaking Lashon Hara, some of the most incredible things can happen to them.